Good afternoon and welcome to DKW, a show that tackles all those issues pertaining to women. And today in our Keep Calm and Carry On special, we're going to be talking about how we can be stress-free during Christmas. Is it possible? We're going to find out, but first find out what's happening on today's show. Welcome, I'm your host Shireen and it is Christmas and I'm very, very excited, but I'm not in the studio alone today, not at all. We have today joining us the glamorous Gemma.
Hi.
How you doing, Gemma, all right?
Not feeling too glamorous, I've got a terrible cold, but I'm here.
So glad to have you here. Good. We've also got the marvellous Maria.
Hi.
Hi Maria, how you doing?
I'm good.
Looking forward to Christmas?
Certainly am. Definitely.
Wonderful. And last but not least, it's the delightful Diane. How are you, Di?
Hi, I'm very well, thank you very much.
You're looking fabulous.
Thank you.
Well, you all are, ladies. It's Christmas and I just love it. All of it. All the stress that comes with it. What about you guys?
Well, I don't really have a lot of stress because I don't have to cook, so I just enjoy it, play a few games with the family, eat a lot. I think it's fabulous. I love it. I love it.
I don't cook for the 5,000, just for me and my husband and sometimes extended family, but outside it's just so hectic, isn't it? It's
Yeah,
like,
it is.
I need to stay indoors.
I love that part. What about you, Maria?
Well, Shireen, last year I got away with it. No Christmas present for anyone. I went to Mauritius. So it was no cooking, but this year, no getting away from it. Absolutely no getting away from it. And I usually spend at my mum's, me cooking.
Yeah. Now, do you know what? To be honest with you, us ladies, we really do have a busy time at Christmas, but I must say, I just love it. I love it. Well, this is what we think. How about let's see what happens on the street when Jennifer Lon took the streets and asked the question about keeping calm during Christmas time.
What advice would you give to someone to keep calm?
Oh, gosh.
Just really remember what the season's all about. Really, what Christmas.
And enjoy it.
Try and enjoy it with your family and your friends.
Yeah, I agree there, yeah.
Take a few deep breaths, ground yourself in the moment. I don't know.
Just don't worry, just buy what you can afford. Because it comes down to money, really. If you haven't got it, don't spend it.
Plan early. I don't know. Yeah. Know your friends and family so you know what they want, not just buying random gifts.
Don't leave it to the last minute.
Yeah. Just relax. It's time to be with friends and family.
What do you find most stressful about Christmas?
The building up to it, the buying the presents, the rushing around everywhere with everybody else. But apart from that, we enjoy it.
It's hard to find the presents for everyone. Like, it's a lot to think about.
The amount of money I haven't got.
Buying presents, definitely. Yeah, easily.
What do you think?
I'd agree, yeah. Present.
Thinking about what we are going to eat with the family, yes.
Television. Television?
Adverts for presents.
Yeah, the Christmas ads.
The Christmas ads. I hate them. I hate the Christmas songs because none of them really relate to what Christmas really is. And I hate it because it's near the end of my tax year in January when I have to pay my taxes.
Well, lots of doom and gloom on the streets, it seems, but in the studio, we love Christmas. It's a time of spending time with each other, our families, eating a lot, and of course, spending a lot. But you know, it's once a year.
Exactly. That lady was literally doom and gloom.
She was doom and gloom.
She was the picture of positivity. Gosh, you know, at the end of the day, I do understand her, but I love the adverts and I love Christmas songs. Like, you know, for me, there's certain songs that comes out and it's like...
But you have to admit, it is all about money now.
It really is. It's very commercial.
Yes.
Oh, well, I'm going to be asking you that question in a moment in our famous red and green card game. that we do on DKW and to get your opinion. So hold that thought for a second. But ladies, what do you do to stay calm during Christmas? I know that, Gemma, you're not very busy, you say, but still, how do you stay calm during Christmas yourselves?
I don't really get caught in the hype. You know, it's that big build-up. It's like an inflatable balloon, and then it just goes boom. And I don't do that. I just keep it normal, you know, so I don't get stressed or anything like that. When I was younger, we used to have, our house was like fairyland. You know, it was spectacular, but I don't do all that. I just keep to the family and just have a nice time.
Do you know what it is? It's peer pressure though. It's like, you know, or neighbour pressure. Like, you know,
people, Joneses.
Everyone's you need a lot of lights on your house and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? And then there's little competition, little wars. And then all of a sudden, this is what I found with Christmas, is sometimes I do try to keep organised. No, I'm only getting a present for this person. And then you get invited to things. Then you've got to bring the present, or you've got to bring a gift, and then people want to do this whole secret Santa, secret friends, secret whatever, you know, and you end up in so many different things, and you feel like bad to say no. That is where all the pressure comes from. Do you know what I mean? I try to be organised, because I know if you leave it, because before I used to leave it to Christmas Eve and then be running out there with everybody else, and then you're stressed out and you can't get anything. I try and be organised from December. Like, I've already got 2 or 3 of my presents already done. Brilliant.
Some people start at the beginning of the year and buy.
You've got to.
That's so true. That is so true.
I wish I was like
that.
They
do.
I couldn't be doing
that.
But
But I did hear a very good advice there, though, from one of the gentlemen. He said, don't stress. Buy what you can. Do what you can. And the rest doesn't matter.
But you get caught in that hype, don't you? You get caught in it.
Only if we allow ourselves, though, don't you think? I think that, I mean, I don't know. I think if we only allow ourselves to get caught in it, then we get caught in it. But
you just think, like, you know, the whole year is so hard.
So busy, isn't it?
So busy, so difficult. And then you just think, you just want one day to live in a fairy tale, like to eat whatever you want. The things that you never buy. Do you know what I mean?
Very true.
And have the time that you never have time to spend with your family. You don't have to work. It's like a fairy tale. You know, it's like a dream life. Do you know what I mean?
Dream life.
One day.
Yes. All right, so let's go on with our wedding green card game. Have you got yours ready?
Yes.
All right, so by now everyone must know how this game works. I'm going to ask you a question. If you think yes to it, then you can put up your green card. If you think no, pull up your red card. Okay, are you ladies ready?
Ready.
Right, do you think that the cost of shopping is the real reason behind the stress of this season?
The cost of it.
Yes, green, no, then you put up your red card. Ooh, so Gemma's saying she's putting her green, so she says no. The ladies, you're saying yes. Well, go ahead, fire away. What's your reason?
Well, I don't know. For me, you know, everything seems to be so pricey these days. And if you have a huge family, if you have, you know, like someone with, I don't know, a family of 10, 15, whatever, imagine how much that is going to cost. And especially, Shireen, if every one of them is... Okay, I think sometimes people think that, well, they do. If someone is buying them a present, then they got to buy that person a present. And, you know, and so imagine now, if 15 people come and give you a present, imagine now having to buy 15 people a present.
And then the stress comes.
And the stress.
The headache starts.
Absolutely. And then, especially if you're cooking yourself, then obviously you don't expect people to be bringing their food. So you have that as well to think about. You have the shopping for the cooking and everything. And then you have Boxing Day as well.
Oh, gosh, didn't think about that. What about you, Jill? You said no. Why?
I said no. I don't think it's the cause. I think a lot of people fear having to be, like, if they don't get along with their family, I think they fear having to be with all their family. Like, you know, hardly anything's open. You can't escape. I think the pressure of Christmas, like having to make it this perfect day, is what gets people stressed out. I don't think it's actually the cost, because the cost doesn't really go up, like foods and stuff like that. It's the same. Do you know what I mean? You can get these little deals and stuff like that. Desserts and stuff are really expensive. Then you see on Boxing Day, like everything goes down half price. It's like,
But Gemma, things do go up at Christmas, don't they?
Yeah, those desserts, those nice desserts and stuff.
You actually double up on your shopping, don't you?
does.
Double up on everything that you do.
Everyone's coming over, isn't it?
And they know you're going to buy it, no matter what. They know you're going to buy it. Right, so what did we sell most last year? Right, we'll double it this year.
I love it.
But I think it's more the pressure though. Like friends, what are my friends? You can't lay on some little scatty meal for your friends and family. Let's be honest.
All right, darlings, before you take over the show with this question, let me give you another one. Do you think that people are likely to feel alone during this time? If you think yes, put up your green card. If you think no, put up your red card. all three. All right then, so since you're all unanimous in your greens, anyone tell me why? Why do you think people are likely to feel alone at this time?
I don't know why people target Christmas as family time. You know, it's specifically for family. Families all year, but they just take this one day and they think we should be here, we should be you know, people get together and they haven't spoken for the whole year. So when they're on their own, they're like, I need to be with somebody. I haven't got a partner, or I haven't got family around me, and it's just so like, I need that right now. I don't understand why, because it should be all through the year.
What do you guys reckon?
It's an ideal, isn't it? Like, you know, it's all about ideals. So we've all grown up on this ideal that Christmas is family and, you know, everyone's happy and laughing. If you look at adverts, that's what it is. Everyone around the table laughing and joking. And a lot of people don't have that. Not a lot of people, some people don't have that. And if you don't, then it makes you feel depressed about what you don't have. Like, oh, I don't get along with my family, or oh, I don't have friends, or maybe someone's passed away and you used to have that. And then that's what brings those feelings. Also, what I found is that at Christmas time, on Christmas Day, for instance, Boxing Day, everything's back to normal, busy again. It's kind of like you're forced to reflect because everything shuts down. Like most stores are closed, you know, you can't go out and as much as you would because there's no one on the streets, you know, everyone's indoors. And if you don't have that peace or happiness inside, then it makes you reflect on it even more than you would when you're living your day-to-day busy life.
Makes sense, makes sense.
I think for me, it's, I mean, I think more about the elderly when it comes to Christmas, you know, and I think that's really sad because I don't know, I think a lot of the elderly people really are alone. You know, I mean, think of a woman that's never been married before. She's never had any children. She hasn't had anyone.
Yes.
And you know, come Christmas now, she knows every Christmas is the same for her. She's there on her own. So for me, at Christmas time, my heart really goes out to the elderly. And more should be done, really.
Well, thank you so much for your opinions. What are yours? Send us your emails at comments@dkw.me. We'd love to find out what you think also about this topic. Now, coming up after the break, we've got a wonderful psychotherapist going to be telling us about how to keep calm during Christmas. But first of all, take a look at this video.
My name's James Heather. I'm 38 now. I had the accident when I was 26 and was a co-pilot for British Airways. So I've flown over to Paris with a friend of mine who was also a pilot. He had to fly by the plane back when I was in the coma. So that was very lucky he was with me. So in Paris, and we were going out for dinner, me, him, and two female cabin crew. Just the kind of guy I am and I used to be. I was trying to impress the stewardesses. So I was going out for dinner with my friend and two female cabin crew. So I jumped over the banister. Now I thought I was on the ground floor, so I'd fall about 5 feet to make an impressive landing, but I wasn't. I was 18 feet up, I think the second floor. So I fell onto the marble reception floor. And can you see this guy here? Okay, what happened, incredibly fortunately, the receptionist was also a nurse, so she took instant control of the situation. And I was in the coma for 6 weeks, and I was in the Paris hospital without my skull for 3 months. And then I flew back to England. I was in Charing Cross Hospital first of all. Then I went to North Belfast Hospital. My parents never told me, but my parents were told when I was transferred back to England that I may never walk or talk again after the accident. Incredibly fortunately, my parents never told me, so when I just walked again, I thought, hey, this is part of my recovery. But my mom was ecstatic seeing her son walk again. I woke up after the coma like a baby. I had to learn to do everything again. Eating, walking, tongue shoelaces, doing pots and shaving. So that I had to learn to talk again. So I know my conversations it's difficult to understand and you take some time to get used to it, but this is 12 years later. So I've been through a lot of speech therapy and stuff. I've been for singing lessons, until recently I was in the rock choir. That's our national agency for singing. And when I joined about 2.5 years ago, I was an appalling singer, but now I'm actually an okay singer. Just my own self-determination and my support of my friends and family has been massive. I'm trying to make him feel max state of recovery. So I'm having a screenplay from at the moment. And I believe my accident is very similar to Michael Schumacher. So it's about giving inspiration and hope to people. It's what I've been through. Virtually no one has been through that. But if the film gets made, it may give a bunch of inspiration and hope to other people.
Welcome back. Now keep calm and carry on. That's the topic for our show today, especially at Christmas. And we're very excited because in the studio we've got psychotherapist, if I can get it right, Valerie Manor is with us. Thank you so much for coming. Welcome to DKW.
Thank you for having me on the show.
Happy Christmas, and it's lovely to have you here. Now tell us all about what you do.
Well, I was trained at the Gestalt Centre. I'm a psychotherapist and a counsellor. I run my own private practice between Crouch End and Finsbury Park.
Oh,
most of my clients are professional clients, and I deal with issues around low mood, depression, stress, panic attacks. A lot of the way that people have to work these days with constant emails and Facebook.
Oh my goodness, yes.
This constant social interaction that you're expected to have puts a lot of pressure on people, both personally and professionally. So it's very difficult to switch off, and this causes a constant anxious narrative in people's heads and anxiety about, is there a party going on here that I've been excluded from? Wow. Is everybody having a good time and I'm not? So these are causing all sorts of pressures for people. And also the isolation, sort of working in a box, looking in a box, staring at a phone.
Yes.
All of these are causing more depression, more isolation. And so those are the sort of issues I deal with, as well as other broader issues like loss or bereavement.
Well, I'm going to ask you a question in a minute about Christmas, but I'm so glad that you touched on this social network thing, because it's true. Even me, I find myself, the minute I get up in the morning, the first thing I do is look at my phone and go to Instagram.
Yes, and then it's 5 o'clock in the morning.
Or even leave your phone on or iPad on all night.
Yeah, I sleep next to my phone.
Oh, yeah, it's so normal for me. I just find it so normal. It's scary. It's just a habit. It's like, I'll get Instagram, Facebook. And I was wondering, like, I'm not the type of person that, for example, if I post something, I just post it and I'm just happy to post it. But I know of someone very close to me that if someone doesn't like her picture, for example, or she doesn't get many likes, she starts to feel so down about herself. I'm wondering if this is the kind of things that you're facing, because I kind of thought, you know, I looked at her as an isolated case, but when you mention this, I'm so glad that you've spoken about it, because I realised that this is something that really is growing.
It's huge. It really is huge. And what you've just told me, it's not unusual at all. A lot of people feel very personally attacked if somebody out there doesn't like a picture or puts something unpleasant or insensitive. It could be something that's simply insensitive, and because we each experience things in our own individual ways, what might appear reasonable to you will not necessarily be reasonable to somebody else. So if you are maybe feeling a little bit sensitive, a little bit as if, you know, everybody else is having a good time, you're having a bad day, it can really ruin how you're feeling, and you can it may start you going on a downward spiral, which may bring you into a serious low mood and possibly depression.
Speaking of depression, do you find that the numbers of people suffering from depression goes up around Christmas time?
Yes, Christmas and the New Year. In fact, January is the time when most people try to commit suicide.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, and so the pressure that people have over Christmas is enormous. If you think about, I think the statistics are about a quarter of people actually don't really like Christmas. They may be on their own, they may be a relationship split up, so that's making them feel sad. They may have lost a loved one. There's a lot of marriage and relationship breakups. Maybe they can't spend Christmas with their loved ones, you know, children, parents who may be in another country. So it's a time of heightened emotion, if you like. Plus there's all the pressure, you know, the marketing, the incessant commercialism, you know, buy. It's enormous, and it puts a lot of pressure on people.
How do you help people to overcome that though? Because, you know, Christmas happens every year. It's not likely to stop.
Well, it's just, firstly, I would say, focus on yourself. So it's just one day and it will pass. Secondly, you're not alone. There will be lots of other people who feel the same way as you. And if that's the case, you can reach out to people. You'll be surprised. Maybe some people feel ashamed that, you know, that they're not having this amazing party, family, chocolate box Christmas. So they don't want to tell people. So maybe just by reaching out, saying, well, you know, I don't feel that great about Christmas. How about you? I'm not sure what I'm doing. You may find that other people are in the same boat and you end up getting together with them. You know, problem shared is a problem halved.
It's a bit risky though, isn't it? Because I just think, imagine if I reach out to someone and say, oh, I'm not doing that much at Christmas, and they're like, oh, well, I am. So they're going to just, you know, oh, I'm doing this, that and the other. You had that risk of being like, oh, it's even worse now because, you know, I've kind of tried to reach out to this person and they're doing great stuff and I'm not. Isn't that going to make it even worse for me?
I think you have to be very careful about who you share your thoughts with. I mean, we'll all have people who value us and love us and appreciate us. And maybe those are the people that are the ones that you go to. Maybe you might not be able to spend that day with them, but certainly somebody that you know cares about you will probably be more likely to help you and be empathic or sympathetic. So I understand the risk. Just be careful about who you share your innermost worries with, if you like. There's also things that people do at Christmas, like crisis at Christmas. Many people who are alone find it very therapeutic to help somebody who is less fortunate than yourself. So whilst you're thinking, oh, you know, my life isn't very good and I'm not being able to spend time with these people, I haven't got family around me, I feel a bit isolated. If you do go and help in a homeless shelter, you're with people who are in a far worse situation to you. And that can be very therapeutic. Helping another person is a very good way of helping yourself.
Oh, love it. Beautiful.
That's one side of it, helping, you know, in a shelter. But, you know, that person who's alone at home, how do they find a place where they can go for that one day? Is there any places that, you know, they can say, you know what, let me escape to this place where there's other people feeling the same as me?
Well, I don't know the answer to that question. What I would say is that if you do know that you're going to be on your own on Christmas Day and you don't feel that by reaching out to people or you don't feel able or you don't want to, what I would say is then focus on yourself and think, well, what do I do? What do I enjoy doing? This is a day that I have all to myself. Let me savour it. Let me do the things that I love to do. Let me, I don't know, just sit and watch the films that I love to watch, or eat one of my favourite foods, or see what's open and just go and see, I don't know, just find out. I mean, the time out online. There's bound to be things going on. Winter Wonderland. The shops. A lot of shops might be open on Christmas Day. I'm not sure whether that's true or not, but you know, there will be something that you can do. Get out there. And also, I think if you're feeling down, look up. You know, look up at the sky, look up at the trees, look up at the top of the buildings. Just do something different that makes you feel happier. Lifts your spirits.
That's really interesting because, you know, like for example, I feel that I work quite a bit. So Christmas for me as well is about resting. And I think if you can find something to treat yourself with, you won't feel as bad. Do you know what I mean? I think because we've got this conventional idea of what Christmas should be. And again, going back to social media, because people are posting pictures of their food and of their table and how wonderful it is, happy families. People feel that they have to live that, whereas they can sort of make their own Christmas, if you like, and happiness. That's really interesting.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Because no one says that, do they? I mean, no one markets that, make Christmas your own special thing, even if you're by yourself. No one comes out with that kind of advert at Christmas. So I can imagine, because you're saying that, and it's so beautiful, and we get it. And I believe that people watching will also get it. But I just wish there was more emphasis on that. That it's not just because for me, of course, Christmas is all about family, because my family is huge. Family and friends and people that you don't get to see all the time and spend quality time with, and eating. Food is a big thing for us. And just enjoying that time together, and of course switching off at around 8 o'clock to watch EastEnders. We've got to do that. So we've got the traditional things that we do. But for other people, it's not like that. And I think it's important that it's marketed that, you know, no matter who you are at Christmas time, make it about you. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy you at that time.
Yes.
I think that's really
Value
nice.
yourself. You know, don't I deserve to feel better than this? You know, negative thoughts are in your head. They're not in anybody else's head. So they're your thoughts. So do things to empower yourself, to make yourself feel better. And you do deserve to feel better.
Before I was married, I spent a lot of Christmases on my own, and I used to love it. I used to switch the telly on, have my cover, with just on my own. I used to cook a big Christmas meal, and I used to sit down for that day and just eat and chill. And I had a decision. I could go to family, you know, travel, but I'd be like, no, this day it's just
me day.
you know. And it was no pressure.
Can I just ask about January, because you touched on it quite slightly about depression in January. That actually shocked me, because I thought January was about a new start, fresh beginnings, etc. Why do you think so many people are depressed in January?
Well, there are a lot of factors. Firstly, it's a very long month and lots of people are very broke because you spent all your money over Christmas. It's cold, so days are short, so all these are factors that it's dark, that make people low. But actually, a lot of it is around people have the worst time at Christmas often, even if they are with their families, because whilst you imagine that the chocolate box family Christmas is fantastic, actually it's a lot of stress. A lot of people drink too much and people fall out and relationships break down over Christmas. There's a very high percentage of people whose relationships implode over Christmas because of this sort of hothouse emotional situation. And so this leads people to feel very down and low and despondent in this very long, bleak month of January.
What can we do to sort of change that if you are in January and thinking, you know, because it could also be that, I didn't achieve anything last year. Back another January and I've still got that weight that I didn't shift last year. And,
very true.
Yeah, what can you do to make the new year different, you know, to start January on the right foot?
Well, certainly different people are different, so some people will be more able than others, and I suppose there's different degrees. If you're really depressed, then I certainly think you should contact the Samaritans Sane or Mind. Those are the 3 helplines that will help people who are feeling very low and in peril at Christmas. Other than that, certainly if you can try to reach out to people who will support you when you are feeling isolated and low and struggling. Again, think about the people who love you, think about the people who value you, and reach out to them. Maybe go for some counselling. I mean, counselling can be very helpful. You can get free counselling or very inexpensive counselling. Free counselling through your GP and inexpensive counselling through Mind or Sane. And if you can get some counselling or reach out, just think about helping yourself. Try to stay positive. Again, it's very easy to focus on the negative things in your life. try to think that your glass is half full and not half empty, even if you're struggling with that. Again, I do think that if you experience people who are far worse off than you, that can be very therapeutic. So, you know, you have a roof over your head, you have food to eat, you have money in your pocket, you live in London, you live in a great city, you live in the Western world, you know. Our world has got plenty, and half of the world doesn't even know whether they're going to have clean water or a meal to eat. So try to put things in perspective and think about the things that you enjoy doing, and treat yourself to a little bit more of those things.
Treat yourself, lovely. Well, Valerie, we've got to go to a short break. I want to thank you so much for coming on. That was really, really lovely. And if you would like to engage with some of Valerie's help and other helplines that she's spoken about, please go to our website at dkw.me and you'll find the contact details there. Now stick with us, because after the break we're going to be finding out how to relax more at Christmas time.
The UCKG Helpline Call Centre is open 24 hours a day, every day of the week, all year round. If you need help due to a serious problem you may be going through, if you feel that you have nowhere to turn to and desperately need someone to lend a listening ear, then we can help you. It doesn't matter who you are or what you have done, your religion or race, your call will be answered by someone who genuinely cares about you and has your best interests at heart. We also arrange home visits for the housebound and hospital visits for anyone in great need of kindly human contact. Whether it is simply information you want or desperately need someone to talk to, we're here for you on 0207 686 6000. Forgiving the person who betrayed you can be tough, and it can almost always leave a scar. A scar that remains from an abusive past can affect your future in so many ways. There are various forms of abuse, the seen and the unseen. We understand your pain because we have been through it ourselves. If you or someone you know is a victim of any form of abuse, help is available. Rehab. Removing all hurt and abuse. We won't pretend it never happened, but our aim is to help you heal the wounds of the past so that you can build a happy future. We'll listen, we'll advise, we'll be your shoulder to cry on. It's free, confidential, and we're just a phone call away. For more information, call 0207 686 6000 or visit our website uckg.org/rehab.
Welcome back, and we're having a lot of fun here in the studio, and we're especially excited because we've got a special guest, Daphne Metland, with us. Daphne, welcome. How are you?
Very well, thank you.
You're going to be teaching us how to relax during the Christmas period. But tell us a bit about yourself first of all.
Well, I run the Good Spa Guide here in the UK, and I originally started as a health journalist, and I was working on Good Housekeeping and writing for the Times, and really interested in health, and I was doing a bit of travel as well. Nice. And then I thought, well, you know, spa is where health and travel come together.
Oh, I love it.
And the busier we get, the harder we work, the longer hours, the more always on we are. You know, there's always an email or a phone call waiting to be dealt with. The more we need time out. And I think that's what a spa gives you. A complete digital detox and a lovely quiet day.
Daphne, you've sold me already. I completely agree with you. And I agree with you more so because we've actually recently gone to a spa trip ourselves. Maria and I went to the Bedford Lodge. Wonderful. And it was absolutely amazing.
Brilliant spa.
And it was my first massage there ever.
Oh, right.
First of many. Because I've decided that I'm going to go every month now. I'm hooked now. I'm definitely hooked. But anyway, let me not speak more about it. Let's have a look at how we got on. So here we are at the Bedford Lodge. We're going to have amazing spa treatment and it's very exciting. Very, very beautiful.
Yep, I can't wait.
We are about to have some massages. Yes. Have a bit of time of relaxation from our London life, isn't it, Maria?
Exactly. Especially Shireen, it's been such a hard month.
Oh,
yes.
It has really been difficult.
Yep, so
and
yeah.
You know what? People like us need to have a bit of a wind down.
Well, I think I deserve it. And I think you deserve it,
Do you know what? I quite agree. So we can't keep talking to you. We need to crack on.
Yes. We have a massage to go on.
See you in a moment. So, Leanna, thank you so much for joining us.
Lovely to see you. Lovely to meet you.
Well, it's lovely for us to be here. Trust us. We've stopped our London life to get here. No, it's really fine. So tell us a bit more about this place.
Well, we launched the spa here in July 2013. So we're a very new addition to the whole hotel at Bedford Lodge. And the spa itself is just beautiful. So we hopefully have provided that oasis of calm for people to escape to.
What kind of people come here? Tell us a bit more.
Really, absolutely everyone. I think that's what's so lovely about the spa environment. We see people from all walks of life, all ages, whatever, pampering whenever they feel that they need it the most, really.
Do you love your job?
Does that come across? I think it's a lovely place to work, really. And I think you have to be a spa goer yourself, I think, to be in this industry. And we all love it, and we do try to have our treatments as well.
Thank you so much, Leanna. That's wonderful. So we're about to test it out for ourselves, and we'll let you know how we get on. So, Maria, how was it for you?
Shireen, blessed is the word I can describe what just happened. It was amazing, absolutely amazing. And you know, I didn't realize just how much I needed this. Actually, the lady told me that I had a few knots. So
me too.
It was good to be able to get rid of the extras that was really on my neck, on my back. Yes. Yeah, but it's amazing, wonderful, beautiful place.
It is a fantastic experience, I must say. The masseurs, they give you a talk, a run through your health and everything like that, and then they give us an option of oils as we walk through the peppermint scented corridor. And I must say it was amazing. I actually feel like one stone has been lifted off my back and shoulders. It was absolutely fantastic being here at Bedford Lodge. The spa, we definitely will be back.
Yes, definitely.
See you next time. Oh, I was just remembering that place. It was just wonderful. Yes, a stone had been lifted off my shoulders, but enough about me. It's all about you. Definitely now. I just wanted to find out from you. You've got a very varied, very wide range of career. Now, how did you become a health journalist in the first place?
Well, I started out as a really jobbing journalist on Good Housekeeping. I'd actually trained in nutrition, so I was interested in that side of things. And then I got more and more interested in health, and I did some further courses in health, and so generally started writing in health, and got more and more involved in the health field, because I think we've all got to be responsible for our health nowadays, and we need to look after ourselves. We need to eat well, we need to lead a healthy lifestyle, and that's hard when life is busy and stressful.
I'm just so glad that you've said that, because you know, a lot of women, they do find it hard, but because no one else says it, it's like, am I the only one that's struggling here with this? So I'm so glad that you said that. Ladies.
You've visited so many spas and had so many treatments, and I'm really jealous. But what is the best treatment and what is the best spa that you could recommend for me?
Well, I reckon I've had about 500 treatments over the years.
I love that.
So it's quite a good job. I always go for a massage. You obviously found the massage really therapeutic and relaxing. You come out taller, your muscles are relaxed. And there are lots of different massages. You know, you can have an aromatherapy massage, which is very comforting and relaxing, long moving strokes from the therapist. You can have a Swedish massage, which is much more about getting into those knots that you found you had. I like a massage with heat, so either hot stones or these things. They're little bags of herbs, and they're called it's a Thai poultice massage. So you have these herbs tightly packed into the package here, and the therapist heats it up until it's really, really hot, and then she taps it on your skin to start off with. And then as it cools down, she'll rock it on your skin, and then as it gets cooler, she'll do stroking action on your skin. So you get this intense relaxation. And if you make a point of going in the steam or sauna for about 15 minutes before, that'll get you jump started into relaxing. And then at the very, very end, she'll do an ordinary massage using her fingers. So for me, that's the perfect treatment.
Oh, I love it. I'm sold on it already.
Can you just use that yourself at home and do?
You can actually buy smaller versions of these to use at home, and then you can use it on your shoulders or on your arms if they're tense. I like it on my hands. You know, so much time driving and typing, so it's quite nice to use on your hands. And they're about half the size, the ones you can buy in the shops.
Okay,
lovely.
Wow.
So that's a good Christmas present.
Oh, I like it. I like it. Christmas present hint, lady.
Yes.
Well, I have a question. I mean, there's so many things we look forward to when visiting a spa. But in your opinion, what do you think a real no-no is?
I hate cold spas. You're going to spend the day in your robe. You're going to get in and out with the pool. It might be damp. And on some occasions, I've been to spas where they just don't keep it warm enough, and that really annoys me. The other really important thing is the spa has got to be sparkling clean. We have a team of spa spies who travel around the country inspecting spas. and they give the spa a rating at the end, a bubble rating. So the spa will be 4 bubbles or 5 bubbles. And so if you see someone in a spa who's crawling around on her hands and knees and looking for dirt in the corners, or taking the plug hole out of the shower and counting how many hairs there are, she's probably a spa spy.
We never know spa spy existed. That's the first. Okay. Now we're going to look around for the...
Good to know, good to know. Daphne, how does stress really affect our health?
I think it's calmative. You know, if you're stressed for the day or stressed because you're excited, it doesn't do much harm. It's that day-on-day stress. It's the getting on the tube or the crowded bus. It's the long working hours. It's never having time to relax. And my personal theory is that when you're relaxed, that's when your body does its own healing. And so a day in the spa where you relax and switch off gives your body a chance to recuperate and actually get a lot better.
I think that sometimes it can be really expensive and you actually stress yourself out trying to pay for that spa.
Absolutely.
What can you recommend that we can do at home that, you know, we can actually, you know, get
a spa can be very expensive, but you know, sometimes you can get really good bargains.
Okay.
This week I had the Good Spa Guide. We've done a collection of the Christmas bargains, and you can do a twilight spa for £35 for 2 people.
Oh, that's quite cheap.
So you get a couple of hours in a spa. In the evening, you get a light supper. You get to use the hydrotherapy, the steam, the sauna, the pool. For £35 for 2. I mean, you could go to the bar and spend that much.
Wow, that's brilliant.
So they're not always expensive. So do look out for bargains and packages and really good value deals.
How do we find them?
Go to the Good Spa Guide. We cover all of those.
Sorry, you just said that. Yes, sorry.
It's goodspaguide.co.uk. And if you sign up for our newsletter, we send out a newsletter which gives you heads up at an early start on special packages and good value deals. But if you want to do something at home, I think smell is really important. You talked about the peppermint smell in the corridor. And when you think about that smell again, you go,
yeah, you do.
So, especially over Christmas, I would make sure that there's something good on the telly for the rest of the family, or send them off for a walk. Go off to the bathroom, light some nice smelly candles, lock the door, light the candles, nice bubble bath. Take all your makeup in, you know, your facial and so on, a really good book, and give yourself 2 hours off from the chaos of Christmas. Beautiful smells, beautiful textures. At the end of it, you'll feel so relaxed that you can cope.
I feel relaxed just listening.
I believe in everything you say because you just live it. The way you are, it's
wonderful. So relaxing just listening to you.
Really nice. I just have one last quick question. Why do you think Christmas is so stressful for people in general?
It is stressful. It's exciting, but it's also stressful, isn't it? I think it's partly that we all expect it to be perfect. And if you expect perfection, it's never going to reach that. I think also we're with lots of people all the time. Yeah. You know, your family is there, your friends are there, you've got lots of parties, lots of events, and actually sometimes you just need to say, go away world, I want an hour off or half an hour off. Yeah. So actually allowing yourself to take downtime is hugely important.
It's not a treat. It's something that's a must, isn't it? Because sometimes for us women, we think, oh no, it's a treat. It's a treat we can't afford. Yeah. But it's a must. It's something we need to do. And I think
you'll be so much nicer to everyone if you're relaxed. I've reached the screaming pitch stage and realised, no, if I just I'm going to go for a walk around the village, because when I come back, I can smile and be nice again.
Oh, that sounds nice. A walk around the village.
Thank you so much. It's been amazing. And you're leaving us with a book, isn't it?
I am indeed. The Good Spa Guide website lists just about 1,000 spas in the UK. Wow. But this book is the very best of them. These are our 4 and 5 bubble spas. So they're the most beautiful spas with lovely facilities. And I'm going to leave you a copy of this so that someone can win it for Christmas.
Yay! Okay, fabulous. So we're going to have a competition with this book, and we've got a question. And what is the question, Daphne?
What is Daphne's favourite therapy?
Fabulous. So if you would like to go on to find out more about that competition, please visit our website, DKW.me. You'll also find Daphne's details there as well. Thank you so much, Daphne. It's been wonderful having you on the show, but please stick with us because we're going to be talking more about keeping calm at Christmas.
Once upon a time, there was Alice. She enjoyed a drink, her one simple pleasure. She could stop when she wanted, downing a little more for good measure. At work, concealed bottles and extra strong mints were the game. The warm, happy feeling was fading and giving way to shame. The months and days became a blur of hospital lights. Married to a heavy drinker, her prince was charming, apart from the violence, arguments and fights. On the kitchen floor, she comes to. She hears, "Mum, this is hurting me more than it's hurting you." The alcohol was plentiful, but had dried up all the laughter. She sat alone and pondered, can I really have a happily ever after? Living with an addiction is no fairy tale, but a life with addictions is a story that can be rewritten. Addiction Cleansing Therapy. If you are struggling with any type of addiction, speak to us on our 24-hour helpline. Call 020 7686 6000 or head to addictioncleansingtherapy.org to watch the true stories of regular people like Julie who took action to beat their addictions. Act for change.
Welcome back, and today has been a fantastic show. We've been learning different ways of how to keep calm during the Christmas period. So have a look at this video of what happened when the DKW ladies went to Madame Tussauds.
Hi viewers, and a very Merry Christmas from us at DKW to you out there in TV land. We are here celebrating with the fabulous Madame Tussauds. When you look around, you're going to be able to see it's all festively, wonderfully decorated, and if you listen, we're listening to Christmas carols and Christmas songs, getting into that festive cheer. So we are really privileged to be able to look around this fabulous exhibition, isn't it, ladies?
So excited. I mean, I'm very fooled here. I've seen all your films, but you know, I just didn't realise you were just so short.
Vertically challenged.
Okay, did you hear that? Shall we move on? See you later. Oh, I love his films. Anything to say? You love DKW? So do we. The likeness is unbelievable. Unbelievable. Now, wow, where this is. She is, I think so, definitely. Now, I did not know that our producer was so famous. There, she's got her own statue here. Unbelievable, Lindsay.
Spent ages posing for this, my likeness.
You know, with the hat, they spent ages modelling the hat, making sure that
it's just unbelievable.
Yeah, yeah. Well, she is at every event, you know, always with those celebrities. There I am.
There you are. I mean, we are so privileged to have a producer with such, you know, privilegedness, if there's such a word.
Heels, people, heels. You know that I don't believe that an outfit isn't finished without a heel.
Get it? I have on my heels. I've got my heels on. Thank you. Right.
Well, this lady gets a lot of stick on our programme sometimes, doesn't she? But for today, we've got to say you're looking absolutely fabulous, and we forgive you for everything you've done. The face is Naomi.
Slim as Naomi. Would you believe it? She's so slender, and once upon a time Sam Dixon was that. But you know, I still enjoy the size that I am, and I think every woman should enjoy their size.
Oh my God!
Oh, it's One Direction.
It's One Direction.
The kind of paint that they use to make them look so lifelike is quite thin. So obviously these guys get a lot of love from the teenage girlies. So all that kissing, hugging, touching, stroking, it kind of wears them away. So they have to be touched up every day.
Girl's best friend. It's Bond.
James?
Bond.
Are you sure it's James Bond?
It's got to be the second best Bond there was.
Is it the original Bond though?
Any clues on the plot of the next Jurassic Park? Silent.
Quiet.
Yeah. We understand.
Big secret.
Beautiful people all together.
Could he be your brother? Oh, yes. Who's winning? Who's winning? Now, Shireen won. You're the champion. Well done.
Thanks to people like him and like him, we can indeed have a dream.
In honour of our favourite programme, seeing as how we are in the President's office, I think we have to say it, girls.
We have to.
You ready? 1, 2, 3. It's handled.
That was such a fantastic time. Wonderful. Anyway, back to the show. Keeping calm during Christmas. Now, ladies, we've had such wonderful advice from our experts. Had a wonderful show. Now it's time for you guys. What tips do you have to give? I'm sorry. We're still cracking up over that video. Go ahead, Jen.
Laugh. I think laughter.
Laugh. Yes.
That's a very good one.
Yeah, don't check it. Because when I looked at that video, I just thought, what was the point of this whole thing?
Having fun.
Having fun and having a good time. You know, sometimes you get so stressed out because you're so busy and there's so much to do. And sometimes you just need to laugh at yourself or laugh at something. And you know, you just feel better automatically.
Definitely.
You know, laughter is really,
That's
really
a health
good.
spa in itself.
Yeah.
I think I know what one of the ladies said, and I like to go over some of the things that really touched you about what they said.
Yeah.
But it was this whole thing of you taking time to enjoy yourself for who you are at the time when you're on your own.
Yeah.
There's that, and also the fact that you know this thing about us ladies that we just want everything to be perfect. I'm one of those people that when I want to organise something, I need to see it perfect, and that already automatically gets me stressed, even if there's nothing to be stressed about. So people looking at it will be like, just calm down, Shireen, there's nothing happening. But in my mind, it's like, no, everything has to be so perfect, so I'm already on stress mode. But it's when you just, let's just do it. Let's just have fun with this. Let's just enjoy the moment because it's not going to come back again. You realise that you do get a bit calmer.
You do, because sometimes you even destroy your own event or your own party because you're so stressed out. You don't enjoy it, number one. And then other people, you end up treating them badly. Like, I liked what she said, you know, because what Daphne said, she was like, you know, you're a better person if you can just take some time out. Because that would be my other tip. When I realise I'm getting really stressed out, because I work with a lot of different people all the time, I feel like I'm never alone. I'm always in a meeting, always in someone. Sometimes you just need that time where you go away and you sit in a room where nobody can find you and just have like 10 minutes to just think.
So true.
Just to switch off.
It's a mental. It's more of a mental
overload.
Okay.
It's so important.
Us ladies.
I mean, for me personally, I think people should just work with what they have. You know, because I think sometimes people try to be so much of a perfectionist, like everything has to be perfect. You know, the right glassware, the right tablecloth, the right this, the right that. It's kind of like everything has to be matching, everything has to be just perfect. But I think it's very important for people to just kind of like, at that moment, just try to take a step back, relax. You know, it's your family, it's your friends. They know, they've seen you throughout the year. They know who you are. They know what you're about. So it's very important for you that day. I think you'll be more useful, you'll be more of a host to your family when you just kind of like take a step back, work with what you have. You know, go for it, do what you can, and the rest. And also, I don't think that, you know, you should really, really kind of like try to do everything by yourself. Ask for help.
Yeah, that's good. So true.
And a lot of times, your family do want to help, but because you don't want to ask for their help, so they think, well, maybe it's best not to. But it's very important as well to ask for help.
I think at this time of year, expectations are so high in the family that they cause arguments at Christmas as well. You know, you talk about getting together, but sometimes it actually causes a rift. Chill out. You know, take that opportunity with your family. It's time for giving. So, you know,
I like that.
Last year, you had that rift. This year, say you're sorry. You know, just go, just give the love. Just, you know?
You don't lose anything by saying sorry. I mean, there's a lot behind that, but it's true. Just for the sake of peace. You know, that word sorry, especially at Christmas time, means a lot. Even when, like, for example, even when you are the host and you stress people out, oh, sorry guys, I don't mean it. Already, you know, you can be forgiven. People can forgive you for they understand, oh, she's trying to prepare everything. But when you're just so, you know, all your head up high, I've got to get this done, and everyone's just looking at you like, oh.
And sometimes you think, it's family dinner again, you know what, let's just get this over with, let's just do this. And if you just, like you said at the end, you know what guys, let's just chill and relax and let's just be a family. You know, it's so much better.
It's about value, isn't it? Because we talked about valuing ourselves, but it's about valuing other people as well. Because, you know, in all of this commercialism, etc., you kind of lose the spirit behind what it is. What Christmas is. Most people don't actually remember what Christmas is all about anyway.
Very true. You should say that, because actually we did have a poll. We did go out on the streets and ask people, and 100% of our viewers said they couldn't remember what it was about.
Yeah, exactly.
It's shocking.
That's very shocking.
And that's the thing, people don't remember what it's about. And I think you need to sort of go back to what Christmas is all about, and we need to sort of have less of this stressing out, getting people upset, arguments, buying too much, and then getting depressed in January when our credit card bill is just too much. You know, because it happens all the time. And also valuing people, because, you know, for example, I think like a lot of kids, for instance, yes, they do want the latest this, the latest that, but, you know, as you get older as well, you need to value people. You need to value the time that you're going to have together. If you are arguing or you don't talk to each other for a long time, you know, really and truly, are you going to wait for that person to pass away or to move to another country and then to regret it? You know, it's not worth it. It really isn't.
True.
That person may have some annoying traits, and it's not just going to be at Christmas, it's going to be all the time, but just swallow it and just be like, they're not going to change, so let me learn to tolerate it. You know what I mean?
That's very true, Gemma. Forget the pride.
Yeah, let's forget the pride.
You know, it's easier said than done.
It is, it's really hard.
Easier said than done, but I'll be honest with you, it's like when all of this fails, something that I do, which you guys know very, very well, is I pray. I say, oh my God, please can you help me, because I don't know what to do now. And I often feel that just by making that prayer, I already feel like I'm de-stressing. Because it's like I'm offloading, I can't take it on, so could you take it please? And I believe that he's there with me, he's helping me through it. it as a partnership. So already that mental thought, oh, do you know what? I'm not doing this by myself. He's here with me. God is here with me. That also helps me to de-stress as well.
Exactly, because where does family come from in the first place? It's God-given. So at the end of the day, if you can't do it by yourself, rely on a higher power that can help you with that.
Well, I think that's a wonderful conclusion, to be honest with you, Gemma. I mean, I don't want to add much more to that. Other than that, just don't sweat the small stuff. Enjoy Christmas. Remember what it's all about. It's about giving. First to yourself, and then to others. So whether you're spending Christmas alone or with the family, enjoy it. Enjoy every moment. You've got one life to live. Make the best out of it. Enjoy it. Happy Christmas from DKW. Have a wonderful, wonderful time, and we'll see you on the next show. Bye-bye.